Guys, hurry, listen. We need to do something. We have to come up with something to help Hasan. He's saying his reputation is irreparably damaged with the youth. And it's just so sad seeing him like this.
My reputation with the youth has been so irreparably tarnished, I think, that most young people think like I'm whatever the fuck they saw last. Because, I'm not very, I have my moments, but people on, it's difficult. People on TikTok already, like people on TikTok, even fucking, even leftists on TikTok will regularly do call out posts on people like myself. The entirety of the liberal content creators are constantly fucking shitting on the left, and the entirety of the right-wing content creators are shitting on the left. All the apolitical people are shitting on the left. Everyone's shitting on the left. So if you're like a young boy and you haven't really thought about what your politics are, you literally never even open the door to leftist content. You never even broach that shit because either you are immediately branded as an annoying woke scold, which nobody likes, even though I'm not that, but it doesn't matter because the very fact that I'm not that also leads to a lot of people getting mad at me for not being that, right? People on the left get mad at me for not being an annoying woke scold. People on the right consistently call me an annoying woke scold. So it's a really shitty media environment to operate in.
Okay, so real talk. There has actually been multiple clips of Hasan calling out like the virtue selling types. And yeah, he's not really lying about that. He has done that. But arguably, and you can make a strong argument, that he's contributed more to that sort of behavior online than he has called it out. So, there's still that. And you could even take it a little further because there is a bullet point. There's a certain tactic that virtue signalers also like to use, which is falsely accusing people. And this is something Hasan himself has also done multiple times on stream. So him contributing to that sort of behavior as well, really not a good look. And as for the whole TikTok thing he's commenting on, I mean, we already knew this was the case because, like, for example, there was a clip a month ago where some girl on TikTok was talking about like how terrible Hasan's fan base was and how she used to be a Hasan fan. And I think she said, like, quote unquote, that she used to be stupid and she realized that now she's not Hasan. Excuse me. Now she's not a Hasan fan anymore. That's just one example that I bring up because her post went viral. It was getting talked about all over. But even on his own TikTok too, you can see like a lot of his most recent TikToks ever since the Kaya situation are filled with people just mocking him. And I guess this really struck a nerve too. The fact that even on TikTok, people just are not taking this dude seriously. And then we've got this failed Kotaku journalist who says in response to stream charts, where they said top 10 channels from the USA by hours watched in 2025 for Twitch, 1. Kai Cenat, 2. Asmongold, 3. Hasan the Hun. And the failed Kotaku journo says, Asmongold second from the top should worry people. Guys, you should be worried if you've paid attention to his content over the last several years. But people point out her double standards. For example, how she's apparently fine with the crazy stuff that Hasan has said, though, saying nothing about that dude being in rank 3. And then the failed Kotaku journalist locked the responses after that one. Oh, we can't have people pointing out double standards here. Let's take a look at Asmongold's response to this, as well as his editor's commentary, because the editor actually provides some very interesting insight.
Oh, here we go. The continual crash out of Alyssa Mercante. Asmongold second from the top should worry everyone. Social media platforms have helped prop up right-wing reactionaries even more since Trump's third campaign. Fascist ideology creeps in all the time, streamed directly into the eyes of impressionable young viewers. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to create a permission structure to justify banning me or censoring me in one way or another.
If you allow me for a second, the cancellation attempt actually goes much deeper than this. Before Asmon took a break to stay close to his dad, Alyssa posted this.
I'm looking to chat with people who have been disparagingly featured in Asmongold's content. I would like to see how this affected you, especially if you can provide ample receipts and clear timelines. Please signal boost this anywhere you'd like, as I'm not on Twitter anymore. He disparages you in a live stream. What happens next? The thesis is pretty obvious, but I want to weave a large, undeniable tapestry.
Then dozens upon dozens of people replied to this. And do you know what I did? I meticulously traced each individual's very first interaction with Asmon, examined examining what exactly had prompted any comment or clapback from Baldy. Here's some examples before we even knew these people existed.
Nobody will ever reproduce with Asmongold, so by his own metric, he's a washed, worthless loser. His line ends with him because he's disgusting, no children, not attractive, never will be.
And another.
Asmon has always been a Nazi sympathizer.
Then, one of the craziest ones.
Asmongold killed his mom!
Again, we wouldn't even know these individuals existed if it wasn't for them first engaging.
In a live stream, his reaction to our game was comedically ridiculous.
Literally his reaction.
I like this. It has a nice aesthetic.
And then we had people rehashing stuff from 5 years ago. Well, thank God I have a good memory.
Hi, so I'm one of those people. Dude straight up called for my job and told everyone to block me. The effects made some establishments around gaming shy away from working with me. However, I regret nothing. That nuclear has a roach in his brain steering his sentience.
And then it turns out it was simply Asmon defending Summit, saying innocent until proven guilty.
Like, I don't know what went through this guy's head before he decided that, hey, I'm gonna use this guy's race, say that he shouldn't be able to have an opinion on something. Obvious, literal racism.
There's many more examples, but hopefully you get the picture.
This is why she's mad. What is this?
Alyssa, Kotaku.
Hi.
I heard you to run.
No, yeah, we have a couple different things that we need to infiltrate.
You're pretty busy.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for
I was
not.
gonna pick your brain about gamers and politics, but
Yeah, we can do it another time.
yeah.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
She's jealous of me because Hasan talks about me more than her. That's just the way it is. Brushed her off so fast. Yeah, I wonder why.
I mean, look, I'll give credit where credit's due there too.
Been quite the magical
Oh,
mood.
sorry, that was a Warhammer video auto playing after the Asmon clip. But like I was saying, I'll give Hasan credit where credit's due there too. You know, he completely brushed off that failed Kotaku journalist, which was pretty hilarious. Like even Hasan could tell this was someone that, you know, you're not gonna have any good things coming from interacting with someone like that. So that's pretty amusing. I also love how she was trying to write some hit piece on Asmongold by just getting random people on the internet to send these alleged stories of like why he's so bad. Oh yeah, dude, just if you have a story about Asmongold that's definitely true, wink wink, let me know. I forgot I can't wink because I have both my eyes are like, you know, they're connected. This is a complete side topic. There's an option in VTube Studio where you can have your eyes blink separately, and I turned that option off for now because I don't know. Sometimes the tracking was a little weird. Anyways, moving on from that, we're almost at the end of the video here. Anyways, let's at least get to the 8-minute mark then, if we're so close, eh? Over on the subreddit livestream fail, talking about the song clip that we started with, we have this top response reading, "Every clip of this dude is just him talking about himself and playing the victim. Is this all there is to the guy?" Response saying, "Of course, that's not all there is to this guy. He also sends for communism and platforms terrorist propaganda and stuffs his face when reacting to stuff when responding to criticism because it makes him look like he doesn't care. Lol, you must be one of those guys who dreams every time you can hear him chewing." What the frick? That took a weird angle here at the end. So yeah, that's that. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me know what you think about the latest, and I'll see you in the next one.